Built to Shred features stunts performed by professional athletes. Do not attempt any of these stunts, and if you're going to build anything, make sure it's under the supervision of an adult. Know your limits, wear your protective gear, and remember, safety first.
Built to Shred! All aboard! I'm Jeff King, and this is Built to Shred. For this episode, we're at Zacker's Automotive and Bus Recycle Yard.
These guys have been recycling buses for over 40 years, and guess what? They gave us the keys to come in here and do whatever we want. So sit down and get buckled up, because this is going to be the best bus stop you ever sat at. Built to Shred.
Drawing board. Zacker's Bus Recycling. They have all kinds of stuff out there, and they have equipment to move it. I'm talking about trash trucks that are just gonna go to a meltdown, and so we can chop them up and do whatever we want with. This is Josh and Joe Zacker.
4 buses we're gonna let them chop up and use and abuse.
This is the bus right here.
Okay, there you go.
This is a really cool opportunity to shred a bus before it gets shredded. Let's throw some ideas out. Gotta shred a short bus. Did you ride in this bus at all?
Not in a long time I haven't ridden one of these.
Right.
You know what? The exact opposite of the short buses? The old London double-decker.
Oh, yeah.
Make a double-decker short bus.
We're gonna have to do some kind of tie-down situation, you know? The last thing you need is a short bus falling on somebody. And then it'd be rad if we put a quarter right up to there or so.
This thing's giant, though. How are you ever gonna get the speed for it?
So they have this 20-foot-long, like 2,000-gallon diesel fuel tank. This thing would make a super rad rollover like this. Look at that.
Yeah.
There's a ton of wheels.
Rims, yeah.
They kind of lock in like Legos as it is.
And then we get like a little bank ramp in there. But it'd be cool to skate inside a bus.
If we cut this end of the bus off, well, then we could end up just using this as a tunnel to go through.
Inside that bus, there's so many pieces of metal and just like danger everywhere. One of the gnarliest challenges about this spot, there's no runway anywhere. So we're gonna have to provide our own flooring throughout the whole thing.
Got a runway drop-in bus.
A nice mellow style. And then that will shoot you over this, into this, and into this.
That'd be awesome.
It's gonna be rad.
Yeah.
Zacker's Bus Recycling, Built to Shred.
Oh!
The next stop is Built to Shred in a bus yard. The ramp sections have arrived. Because we gotta do floors everywhere, each one of these ramps is huge value. We have our all-star Aaron Bostrom over here who's about to hook this thing up right.
Yeah, we're just gonna stack up some of those aluminum rims, recycle an old tranny that we had.
And you're trying to get action up top up there?
Yeah, some pegs or some trucks up there or something.
So we're gonna have to have some kind of a roll-in type of situation to get the speed for that, because that's tall right there. Yeah, dude, looks like we got a little deckage going on up here. Up to the Caterpillar.
It's gonna be the Ratapillar.
You did not just come up with that.
Just.
So we're decking this thing out so we can get up speed to hit the Ratapillar.
Now that this thing's getting sheeted, I'm thinking it might generate too much speed. I need to see what these guys were thinking.
Howdy, boys.
Morning, Jeff.
Hey. Have you guys given that a side view? It's a steepy.
Yeah, it is. You're coming up from a pretty high distance, so if you have something like that, I think it would be kind of jarring.
I don't know, like, honestly, on a skateboard, if anyone's gonna be hitting the top of that.
Because you feel like it's too steep or too far or too high?
That's a big-ass ollie up like a not-so-easy deal. The next issue, our connection between our two projects.
We were just gonna bobcat it out just so it's somewhat smooth. Gonna have to get taken up and down probably quite a bit, so.
Yeah.
If you grade this out nice, you could just sheet over it with your masonite or whatever ramp surface we put on it.
It's super steep.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Whatever, dude, yours is steep.
Just wait till you ride it, that's all I'm saying.
It looks like there is some debate on whether or not this thing is the most ideal ramp that we have. Steep on this side, bumpy in the middle, and steep on that side. We're gonna smooth this out, and the challenge will begin.
The steep hip looks like it's coming together sick, but we're gonna let Alec Beck put it to the test.
Oh, it's sick, dude. That's what happens. You build a ramp, you're not quite sure about it, call this guy. He'll test it for you, make sure everything's dialed in perfect. Well, it looks like our hips work. Even though I thought they were a little bit steep, the bank is perfect. We're looking pretty good right now. Connecting the hips to this awesome water bottle tower into all these fuel tanks right here. Bank ramp coming in, and it's gonna shoot you right to the short bus.
So while the crew finishes out the short bus section, I'm gonna see how far we are from rolling through our bus tunnel.
This articulated bus is packed with junk. We gotta transfer all the seats and bars and everything outside of it so we can figure out what we're gonna do to shred it. Dude, I gotta get one of these, dude.
If we took the back end of the bendy bus and just moved it this way a little bit, and you could either go in through the bus or off to the side.
I think that could work. How's it look? Does it line up good?
The back needs to go this way more. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good right there.
Like that?
Yeah, that's pretty perf, dude.
Developing a little bit more, coming off the top of that bus, into the big belly ramp, straight into the back end of this bus, or go over a roller into something large over there. To be decided.
When we come back, we're gonna see how many skaters we can fit in a short bus. We get our tunnel bus aired out, and I take this shred all the way to the end of the line.
Stay tuned for more Built to Shred in a bus. Hammered and Screwed. I'm here with Nick Tarrant and Jimmy Levan, and today we're gonna show you how to make a heavy metal ledge out of old car parts.
First step we're gonna do today is find some bus wheels and stack them together.
Second step, harvest some old truck axles for coping. All right, let's do this.
You know what, let's get it just to that flat right there and we'll roll it the rest of the way. Nick, you ready to get crazy? Yeah! Like a pro. And try to keep it as straight as you can. I'm feeling it, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's good coping right there. And the third step is to weld them all together. So what you're doing is you're just doing little circles. You're melting it and you're joining it. That's your little quick class. That's good. All right, let Jimmy try, dude.
I've always just watched people do it. I've never done it.
Slow it down a little bit. That's the crackle I want right there. I think we're just about done.
It's time to paint. Let's do this.
It don't take much. Now it's your turn. Recycle it.
Stack it.
Shred it.
Welcome back to Built to Shred. We're at Zacker's bus yard, and before the break, we got some action on our Ratapillar hip. But now it's time for some heavy lifting with our fuel tank mega bump.
This is our tank right here. This thing weighs 20,000 pounds. 2 forks to move it. He's just gonna throw it in neutral and steer, and the big dog's gonna push him over like that. These guys rip at what they do.
Well, the tank is in place. Now we need to finish sheeting our tunnel and get this bus route open for shredding.
These guys torched off most of the connectors. I'm gonna just peel this thing back. Don't fall! It looks way cooler like that. We got ourselves a little pilt back can, dude. Just opened right up for you. So our double bus is almost ready to shred, but we're just doing one final walkthrough to make sure that there's no angles or edges sticking out. It's only 4 feet wide, 6 foot tall quarter that's also 4 feet wide. Everywhere you turn, there's just pipes and edges and sharpness.
Hopefully our rippers won't be too sketched out to ride through this bus. But in the meantime, we just finished up painting our short bus stop.
All right, you guys, this side's officially open for shredding. Local Harbor City guys wasted no time coming in here.
Looks like Alec has his eyes on grinding the top of the short bus.
It's like about 5 feet to get up to it, and then 6 or 7 feet of a drop. Yes! Alex Beck taking the short bus to the whole nother level. That's what's up right there.
That was fun.
Dude, Jack Fernandez had to call the 5-0 on the short bus.
What's better than shredding one short bus? 2 short buses.
Does it need to come forward a little bit? Not bad. This is like an extra short bus. The issue right now is that when we double stack these buses, I feel like if the suspension and the air in the tires is on the ground down here, it's gonna make the whole thing really wobbly. So I wanna just pick it up, throw some tires underneath there, and just get it all the way off the ground so it's nice and solid. See if that did anything for us. Hey, give that thing a quick burger shake, dude. I'm gonna go grab the other bus right now and put it up on top. Hopefully, it won't fall.
It's leaning that way pretty hard.
Like super hard? Can you check the tires for me, make sure they're in line?
Back like this far.
I think that's good, dude. I'm calling it. We did think for a minute it was gonna fall. It stayed up. So it looks like this double stack's about 15.5 feet tall. Now the next thing to do is build our quarter. We're gonna go somewhere about 10 to 12 feet up.
That's really high. We'll just have to wait and see if anyone can hit it. Don't get off the bus just yet. When Built to Shred returns, our fuel tank becomes more than just a rollover. And we attempt to double the fun when we push a massive quarter up against our stacked buses.
Stay tuned to see what happens on Built to Shred.
Welcome back to Built to Shred. The boys just annihilated the roof of our short bus, so we decided to stack another one on top. But if we want them to hit it, they're gonna need some serious speed.
So this is coming together insane. Had to cut out a tranny for the pipe on the inside, curved it out, all perfect. Look at that thing. Now this is 1 inch thick right here. Hopefully the little bit of welding we do isn't gonna activate the fuel inside and make this thing go boom. Shrapnel! We got some sheeting to do, we got some pipe to shred, and we're gonna get on the buses. We just found this old recycled truck right here, which is pretty cool because this back door actually is just held on by a couple bolts. We're gonna pop that off, cut it in half. There's some really nice transitions in here. The hard part is gonna be getting through this thick metal. This is actually one of the sickest spots here because it's that back end of a dump truck. All we had to do was cut it in half, screw it down, and we got a perfect quarter. Day one came out, dude. Who's gonna say no to that? Day one, blunt kickflip. Yeah.
So this is the other side of our fuel tank. And while the guys were sheeting this section, they had been using 2 layers of plywood. But according to Jim, the plans only called for 1, and that creates a big problem for the lip of our sheet metal on the rollover.
So every ramp needs like 2 layers of ply. If there's not 2 layers on it, it's gonna like take away the speed from the skater. When you take an object like this and we're putting up another huge object, you're gonna need all the speed you can get. So, I mean, we can deal without it, but it's not gonna be as good as we have it right now. So why go backwards and have it worse?
Hanging up on the lip of the transition would be way worse than riding on 1 sheet of ply. So we're gonna do it Jim's way. But my big concern now is if our shredders will be able to get enough speed to hit the top of the bus.
All right, our double stack bus vert wall is officially ready to go. Yeah, Kevin, blasting 3 landed so perfect in that, dude. The pipe is a success. Throws you right into our giant quarter. It's the way to do it at Zach's. Finger flip, lean to tail. Oh, going through the tunnel of love. Oh, that tunnel doesn't seem right, dude. to admit that I feel like we made a mistake with our double stack of buses. We built too big of a deck, and the speed from a rollover is definitely not boosting our guys enough to get on top of the bus. But Nick has an idea.
We're gonna take this big quarter behind me
Put it in front of the tank. He's gonna air over the first ramp, land on the other side.
so I can get enough speed to get on top of that second bus and go where no man has gone before.
We're gonna do a little speed check. And that's a little too much. We're just gonna make a couple adjustments.
They can't shred this build.
Nick went a little too hard on the warm-up. He's gonna go for the Fufanu, but he's really only got one try to avoid further heel wreckage. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Nick Tanit dropping a Fufanu on the double stack of buses. We're out of here, built to shred.